They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's third.
Mayfield looks to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And Mayfield just getting the play off. He'll buy some time right. Fights off the defender, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
4-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. No chance.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. He may try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Too low.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
Where's Mama?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Chubb,
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out.
Baby?
And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through.
I don't have
no
one.
place for him to go.
If I had
nice
one,
job
I
there,
promise
only
I
giving
would
up
give
a
it to you.
3-yard gain.
From the 36, Mayfield hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I don't have.
7
Where's
yards
Mama?
there and a 1st down.
First down.
I'm so sorry, honey.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's the danger,
Skyler.
Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. An update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for Cleveland, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st down, Browns.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Throwing, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Taken in at the 11, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They run it again with Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Watch the whip.
Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mayfield now. Walker with a grab, left side.
Mayfield.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now Jackson on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He loses 4. And it brings up 4. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Marquise Brown was the intended target.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Hey, report. Check 99.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A toss play to Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Second and 10. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Of course the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
The turnover on downs.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
The 28-yard line.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Respect for him getting back in here under some duress. Yes, and we all understand.